Here's a little look at how I've been going through and sorting these parts. So cocking handles, for example, we've got everything. So lots of these boxes that will fit 20 kilos. Well, they'll fit much more, but 20 kilos is sort of max lifting weight really. So we know that 4 cocking handles are a kilo, and then we'll put 20 kilo packages in. So we'll take 4 cocking handles out at random. 4. And then what markings have we got? We've got S26, CRD, Climax Rock Drill, another S26, and another CRD. So 2 CRD, 2 Climax Rock Drill. So we go in, mark up what those are, 2 and 2 CRD and S26. They're going to get this unique reference number that then goes and gets written on a one of these sort of freezer bags or sandwich bags. We bought a lot in Sainsbury's. They probably thought I was feeding a lot of people rather than sorting machine gun parts, because you would, wouldn't you? So we've got those 2 numbers here, VO8362, so VO8362, not easy to right hand hold a camera, and number 3. So we get those written on there. And then they all go. Can't hold the camera either, so just bear with me a minute. So they all go in the bag, like so. Then one of these ties, and I sorted myself 20 ties out beforehand, so I knew when I ran out of ties the box was full. That then goes all tied up in the bag and goes in the box. And when I run out of ties, I know that box is full, and I'll have a document of all of the markings, how many I've got, and then it will be stacked and stored. Boxes are numbered, so we can find them in the future if needs be. I'm not sure how we're ever going to get work through hundreds and hundreds of cocking handles, but maybe one day there'll be a demand for them, or somebody will think of something else that can be done with cocking handles. So you're probably thinking, so what? You've got a lot of crank handles, to use the correct term, in the collection. Now, adding up all the data sheets we've done from 2 batches of spares that we were donated, we've currently got 209 crank handles to study. And again, so what? As it happens, we have some of the copies of the National Archives contract ledgers for small arms parts. And what you can see on this one is we're able to zoom in and find handles, crank, this one here, machine guns, Vickers 303 Mark 1. And there's 4 entries, page 26, page 30, 35 and 108. So we'll go and have a look at those. And we can, so here we go, from this page to, this is the first page of that, it's page 26, and we can see here that handles crank Mark 1, item 22 on the line, 1,110 of those were ordered in 28th of August 1941, and the order was placed with Climax Rock Drill. So 1,110 at the cost of £2, 2 shillings and 0 pence each. But it wasn't satisfied. So a break was invoked on the 6th of September 1945. So it's not clear what these breaks mean. This says see page 74. We'll have to have a look at that. But what we're able to do is say that there were 1,110 ordered £2 and 2 shillings. The Climax Rock Drill Company here, based in Cambrai in Cornwall, and that's going to be interesting in a moment. So we'll flick to the next page, this is page 30, and page 30 shows that handles crank Mark 1, line item 3 here, same date. They were obviously in a supplementary order added to G5048, which was the thing from there. Another 464, the same cost, and that same break invoked. Page 35, where are we? at the top here. Handles crank Mark 1. This is from 1942. Excuse the blur. 291 added to that existing order. G/5048. Climax rock drill again. 291 at £2, 2 shillings and 0 pence. And that same brake invoked. So this is page 71. It wasn't actually page 74, it's page 71. And we've got handles crank Mark 1 here and an amendment order for 112 here. And it doesn't seem to directly relate. Some of it is issued to Climax Rock Drill Company, and it refers to the same brake letter issued on the 6th of September 1945. The price doesn't match either, so it's not really clear. I think this is a part order and a part amendment. And this is possibly the cancellation value. You know, this stage in the war, we're realizing that we don't want everything that we'd ordered previously, particularly stuff that hadn't been made yet. So it's not really clear. But yeah, we'll continue. We've got one last page to look at, page 108. And this is that page 108. So on page 108, we've got the cranks themselves, and then the handles crank, an order of 70 to Climax Rock Drill again. Just let me zoom out there a little bit, sorry. 70 of them. Handle crank with the knob crank handle as well being ordered as a separate part, which is interesting. That wasn't shown previously. Climax Rock Drill and Engineering Works, 70 of them at £2, 2 shillings and 0 pence. However, we've got his brake invoked and settled at 5,757, obviously for the complete order. So I'm not sure what date have we got on this? This is, these are the part numbers. Where's the demand? Not clear. Delivery. Item 2 to be completed. So which item is it? Item 3, handles crank. It says item 3 to be completed January 1945 up here. So, yeah, that was when it was last put together. They were obviously... and then they brake invoked in March 1946 there. So this is this contract, sorry, just to be clear, is let 13th of September 1944 to CRD. So yeah, so what? That's all very interesting, I'm sure. What we've got continued. It's continued on page 108, but that won't be the handles here. So what do we know? Well, the fact that these are all let to Climax Rock Drill and Engineering Works, it seems that they were the only people producing crank handles in the Second World War. But what we've got in the 209 crank handles that we possess in the collection is 127 of those are marked CRD, Climax Rock Drill. So, yeah, this company here that it's let to. Another 11 are marked S26. Now, S26 was the shorthand code for Climax Rock Drill. S being South as a southern company, 26 being the factory name. And there's you going through the list of the different companies that are then present. We've got a few VACs on those as well. We've got... what other did we see there? Bear with me a minute as I just go through the paperwork. So we've got a couple of VSMs still surviving post Second World War. Yeah, let's say a couple of VACs, some VSMs, but mainly these CRDs and S26s, certainly in the later batch that we got. So that was all repackaged and surviving in the Central Ordnance Depot at Donnington into the 1960s. We have many of these Climax Rock Drill crank handles clearly unused, unneeded, and that probably represents why these orders were cancelled at the end of the war. But each of those originally cost £2, 2 shillings. So I hope that's interesting. That's what we'll be going through with all the spares. We won't share all of that with you because it probably doesn't warrant a video, but it does at least give you an idea of what we're up to here at the Vickers MG Collection and Research Association. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Please support us on Patreon if you're able to, and let us know of anything you'd like to see in the future. I look forward to hearing from you.